with common ease that I welcome you back into our conversation about Dick Schwartz, the internal family system, and mostly our focus is on the self, our core being, our authentic self, and the idea of getting that self or having that self be at the helm of our lives, and we are benefiting from the self-leadership. In a previous video, I talked about calmness, compassion, and connection being qualities that we see in our authentic self, our core being, that self that we want to be at the helm of our lives, guiding us, navigating our way through the journey. These are three of what Dick Schwartz refers to as the 8 C's of the big S self, the authentic self. So again, we have calmness, compassion, connection. The next three are creativity, clarity, and curiosity. I created these gestures to help me remember that we have calmness, compassion, connection. Creativity, right hemisphere of the brain. Clarity, curiosity. And the last two are courage and confidence. Hands on the hip, right? So why do we want to be self-led? Why do we want to connect with our authentic self? The reason is to have those kind of qualities at the helm of our life. That we have equanimity, this calmness, that we have compassion for ourselves and for others, that we're connected to our authentic self, connected to our true path, connected to those we love, connected to the environment, etc. And then we have creativity. Creativity is so important to us to really immerse ourselves in that right brain activity, reducing anxiety, and coming up with solutions creatively. Thinking new ways, new ideas, creative expression, artistic expression, just enjoying the world and engaging with our environment full of creativity. So when we have our authentic self, that big S self at the helm, we're going to be at our best creatively. Clarity. Dick Schwartz, he'll define clarity as our ability to perceive situations without distortion from extreme beliefs and emotions. So with clarity, we have this ability to just see things as they are without our perception being influenced by our thoughts and our feelings, our thoughts and emotions, those extreme beliefs that are wired into parts of ourself that will come up and speak up that are not part of our authentic self. So clarity, we have this ability to perceive situations without distortion from our beliefs and our emotions. And then curiosity. Well, what Dick Schwartz wants us to do, because he knows it'll be good for us and help us connect with our authentic self, is to greet our thoughts and our emotions, which are connected to these parts of ourselves that need our love, compassion, kindness, and support, but to approach them with curiosity. So when difficult emotions come up, when difficult thoughts arise, when we're ruminating, when we have anxiety spiraling, we want to approach those situations with curiosity. And what Dick describes curiosity to be is a non-judgmental interest. So there's no judgment, there's just genuine interest in learning, genuine interest in knowing more, genuine interest in understanding more deeply. No judgment. So we come at other people that way, we come at our relationships that way, we come into our connections, relationships with our thoughts and feelings that way, and we have curiosity. That's our authentic self showing up. Courageous, or being courageous, or having courage is really important, because doing a lot of these things and being self-led is going to be scary. That doesn't mean that that's not the path to go down. That in many instances does mean it is the path to go down, and it takes courage to be curious. It takes courage to be non-judgmental. It takes courage to do these different things, and our authentic self shows up with this courage. So it sets us up for self-leadership. And then the eighth of the 8 C's is confidence. I haven't put them in any particular order, so it's not really the last one, but it's confidence. And just being sure of yourself. All of these 8 qualities of self-leadership are going to take us in the right direction, take us to the best place we can go, and to have confidence in yourself. In order to do that, you have to have your big S self show up, because your big S self is confident. Any discount of confidence, that's another part of yourself that's coming up, an inner critic, quality control, kind of shouting out at you. And this will happen a lot, so we approach them with compassion. We stay equanimous. We connect with our authentic self. We connect with our parts. We're curious. We have clarity. We're courageous. We're confident. This is why we want to be led by our authentic self, our big S self.